diagram that now we found the value of angle. Here you can see the value of angle YCD. Again, that came. Angle YCD, that is 80 degree. Okay, so sum of all angles in a straight line at a point is 180 degree. Then, okay, now what was the diagram here? Okay, so we found the value of this angle, that is 80 degree. Okay, that was here 80 degree. Now these all three angles, this angle plus this angle and plus this angle, these all three angles are the linear pair of angles. So they will also measure together 180 degree because the linear pair of angles are supplementary to each other. So if you can see in the diagram, if this angle is 80 degree, this one is 80 degree, now this angle is 50 degree, then rest of the angle, okay, this one, then the total of these two angles, we will subtract it from 180 degree, then we will get the value of this angle. Okay, so we will write for it. That here you can see those are the three angles, that is angle XCB. Okay, this angle XCB plus angle BCD plus angle YCD. Okay, together 180 degree because linear pair of angles. And I put the values here that BCD is 50 degree and YCD is 80 degree. Then by calculation, XCB, that it will get here, that XCB equal to this, the together the addition was 130 degree and that is subtracted from 180 degree. So the value of value of XCB, we got it 50 degree. Okay, now that was the diagram. Okay, now see here, since XB is parallel to AB is parallel to XY and BC is a transversal. So we have to take the BC as a transversal. So here was the BC. Okay, that was C point and that was point B. Okay, now if I will took BC is a transversal, then angle ABC, this angle ABC, the A point was here, angle ABC. Okay, and angle XCB. So X was the point here. So angle XCB. Those are again pair of interior angles. Okay, these are the angles on the same side of a transversal. So again, based on this property, angle ABC, okay, this is angle ABC plus the value of XCB. XCB, we put up the value that is 50 degree, okay, and as it is a pair of interior angles, it together measure 180 degree. And by calculation, ABC, the value we got, that is 130 degree. And here we have to find this value, that the angle ABC is 130 degree. Now in this example, we learn the properties, two properties, that interior angle property and linear angles property, and both are the supplementary. Okay, in both the cases, the angles are supplementary to each other. Yes, now we will see next example, that is fifth example. Here is the example. Now what is given? That ray AE is parallel to ray BD. Now you can see clearly ray AE, that means this AE is parallel to BD. Okay, and ray AF is the bisector. Okay, ray AF, here is the ray AF, is the bisector of angle EAB. Now this is angle EAB, EAB, and of this angle, this AE is bisector. Okay, now similarly, the next angle is given here, that for the angle ABD. Okay, now where is ABD? ABD, this is the angle. Okay, and for it, ray BC, here this BC is a bisector. Now because of this bisector, the angle is equally divided. Bi means divide in two parts. Okay, so equal parts. So here the angle mentioned X, you can see here, this is the X angle, and similarly this one is also X angle, the angle of same measurement. Here also angle Y and angle Y. This is all given in the diagram. Okay, and what we have to prove? We have to prove AF is parallel to line BC. Okay, now where is AF? Now see, we have to show this AF is parallel to BC. Okay, now how to solve this example? We will see now. Now see here the solution. The diagram, again see to the diagram. Ray AF bisect angle EAB. We all know EAB, this is the angle, and ray AF bisect it. And angle ABD, okay, it is get bisected by ray BC. So angle ABD and BC is the bisector of this angle. Okay, so we will write here the two small angles formed. Okay, because of this bisector in both the angles, we will write here first. Now angle EAF, see angle EAF, this angle that is equal with FAB. Okay, see here. EAF equal to FAB because due to bisector, those are equally divided. Okay, and each angle is half of the original angle. Okay, and what is original angle? EAB. EAB. Now ये angle का ये जो each small angle that is half of it. Okay, and it measure x degree, that is angle x, we can also say. Similarly, for this angle, if we will make it half, okay, now angle ABD, see here angle ABD, for this angle if we will make it half, okay, the measurement of each angle is y degree. You can see in the diagram y degree, and the name of those two angles are here, angle CBA, this angle, and angle DBC, this one. Okay, so here are the two steps. Now, this step we took only. Okay, angle X is half of the EAB and angle Y is half of the ABD. This one only, this part. Okay, this one, and that is equation 1. Okay, now since ray AE is parallel to ray BD, as we know that AE that is given parallel to BD and segment AB is a transversal. AB is a transversal. So here you can see AB is a transversal. Then at A and B, okay, the transversal at point A and B. Then in this case, what will happen here? Wait for a second, students. Okay. Now here is the solution. See in the diagram. Angle EAB. Okay, angle EAB equal to angle ABD. Okay, I will again draw here a diagram. That was the diagram. And here is the point E, A, B, and here was the point D. Okay, now as EA is parallel to BD and AB is the transversal. This AB is the transversal. Then these two angles, that EAB and angle ABD, those are the alternate interior angles. Okay. Now, what was the equation? That to this equation, this one, multiply both sides by half. Okay, so what will be the step? That half of the EAB, okay, the equation, this was the equation, okay, this is, then half of EAB equal to half of ABD. We multiplied by half on both the side of the equation. Okay, now we know the value of half of the EAB, that is X. So I put the value here, that is X, equal to the value of half of the ABD and the value, that is angle Y. Okay, so the equation we got, angle X equal to angle Y. Okay, but angle X and Y are alternate interior angles formed by a transversal AB of ray AF and ray BC. Okay, now where was those rays? That AF was here and BC was here. So this is angle X, okay, and this one is angle Y. So those are also alternate interior angles. And if those are of equal measurement, then the two lines, that is AF, this AF, and ray BC, this, these two lines are parallel to each other due to alternate angle test. Okay, got the solution? This was the fifth example. Now we will see sixth example. Here is example 6. Okay, now what is given in the example? See, a transversal EF of line AB. Now EF, okay, that is EF is a transversal of line AB and line CD. These are the two lines and EF is a transversal at point P and Q respectively. So here is the point P and Q. Okay. Now ray PR and ray QS. You can see here ray PR and ray QS are parallel. Okay, so these two rays are parallel to each other. And those are also bisectors of two angles, that is PR is bisector of angle BPQ. Angle BPQ. So PR is the bisector of BPQ and QS. QS is the bisector of PQC. Okay. So this one is the angle. For this angle, this is the bisector. And for this angle, this is the bisector. Okay, now what we have to prove? That AB, line AB is parallel to line CD. Means line AB, this is parallel to line CD. Okay, Now we will see the solution. Wait for a while, students. Okay, here is the solution of this example. You can see the diagram here. Yes, this was the diagram. Now, how to prove that line AB is parallel to line CD? Okay, now see, ray PR is parallel to ray QS. We know it, that is given. PR is parallel to QS. Okay, and if we will take PQ is a transversal. Okay, then angle RPQ. Okay, where is RPQ? Angle RPQ, this one. Okay, angle RPQ, this angle, and angle PQS, angle PQS, this angle. That means simply we can see that this is the figure like that. Angle RPQ and PQS. Okay, these two angles, those are the alternate angles. Okay, here the symbol Z you can see. Okay, so those are the alternate pair of angles. Right? Here. This one. Then as those are congruent to each other, we know the property that one of the pair of alternate angles, those are congruent to each other, so their measurement is also equal. So here RPQ equal to angle PQS. Okay, that is given equation 1. Now as that is also given, ray PR is a bisector. Okay, ray PR is a bisector. So each of the angle, you can see diagram, that will be the half of the main angle. So here angle RPQ, that RPQ is half of the BPQ. Okay, now where is BPQ? That this angle BPQ. So that RPQ is half of the BPQ, and that angle PQS, angle PQS, that is half of the angle PQC, that PQC, this angle, and this one is the small angle. Okay, PQS. Okay, because ray QS is a bisector. Okay, then what is the next step? Then you can see here. Okay. So as both the angles, here both angles given, those are equal to each other, we put the value for each, that RPQ, this angle RPQ, for it we put up half of the BPQ, this half of the BPQ. And for this angle PQS, we put up that this value, that half of the PQC. Okay. And as we use to put up the value, the reason is from equation 1 and 2. Okay. And the equation we got here, 1, 2 and 3. 3 of the equation we use to find out this equation. Then both the half, as those are similar on both the side of equal to, that get cancelled. And what remains? That angle BPQ equal to angle PQC. Okay. Now, if those are measuring equal, those are also congruent to each other. Okay. So, see in the diagram. Here is the diagram again. So, what was the step? That angle BPQ, that angle BPQ, that was equal with angle PQC. Okay, that angle PQC. Okay, so if those two angles are equal to each other, that means those are congruent to each other. Those two lines, that is line AB is parallel to line CD, because those two are the alternate angles. Okay, so by the test of alternate angle test, we can say here these two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, so here we complete our practice set 2.2. All the 6 examples we learn how to solve. Okay, now we will go further with the problem set 2. Here is the first example of problem set 2. Now in first sum here, those all are the MCQs. 5 MCQs are given here to you. And we have to choose the correct option out of given 4 options. Okay. So here is the first multiple choice question from problem set 2. Okay. I'm reading that one. If a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then the sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is. Okay. Now recall all the details we learned in all classes. Okay. We all know that if a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal, it measures 180 degree, because that is a supplementary. Okay, so the option choose here, you can see it in a green, that is option number 3, 180 degree, as the interior angles are supplementary to each other. Okay, if you want to See the details here that is given. It is known that when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. Therefore, that is, sum of the interior angles on the same side of transversal is the final option we choose here, that is 180 degree. Okay. Now here at time of writing the solution for MCQ, there is no need to write the solution. Okay, you don't have no need here to write the solution. Just the question is only select correct alternative. So as per the question given, you have to only choose the correct option. Okay, and write it that if C option from this example, if C is correct, okay, in the exam, there will be A, B, C, D. The 4 options will be like that. Option A, option B, option C, and option D. And out of that, what will be the right option? You have to just write the answer. Okay, you can also write 180 is the answer, 180 degree, or you can also write the option, that means option C is the correct. So you can write C there. Choose the correct alternative for it. Okay, by both way that will be correct. Okay, you can also write both, that C, option C. Okay, now here is next MCQ. The number of angles formed by a transversal. Is the page visible? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. My page is visible here.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so the next MCQ is here. The number of angles formed by a transversal of 2 lines. Okay. Now, recall the diagram. If 2 lines are given and their transversal along with, then how many angles form there? Okay, here is the diagram. 2 lines are given here, line L and line M. And line N is a transversal. So you can see here, those are the 8 angles formed. Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, and angle E, angle F, angle G, and angle H. Those are together 8 angles. Okay, and that is all mentioned here below. Okay, those all are the 8 angles. So the C2 last line of the description, that the number of angles formed by a transversal of 2 lines is 8. So the right option is 8. That is the solution for this MCQ. Okay, now third MCQ, that is a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines. If the measure of one of the angle is 40 degree, then the measure of its corresponding angle is. Okay, now the property here, that is corresponding angle. Now again recall all the properties. If 2 parallel lines with their transversal, okay, then if one of the corresponding angle is given 40 degree, then what will be the next corresponding angle? Okay, So the property for corresponding angle is corresponding angles are congruent to each other. So if one will be the 40, the corresponding angle for it that will be also 40. So the right option, that is first one, that is 40 degree. Here the description is given along with solution. Okay, you can see here 40 degree is mentioned here, and to its corresponding angle that will be also 40. So all is given here. Okay, so see carefully, the diagram is here. Angle DHP in the diagram, angle DHP that is given 40, and its corresponding angle is angle, okay, HGS. You can see here angle HGS, that is the corresponding angle, and as those are corresponding to each other, they measures equally, that is 40 degree each. So the right option is 40 degree. Now next, that is in triangle ABC, angle A equal to 76 degree, angle B equal to 48 degree, and angle C, we have to find its measurement. Okay, and the four options are given below. Now as it is a triangle, we know the property of triangle that all angles of a triangle measure 180 degree. The sum of the all angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, so if we will write here, the summation of all angle is 180 degree. Now see here, angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property of a triangle, and put up the value for each given angle. A is given 76 degree, angle B is given 48 degree, and angle C as it is, because we have to find the value of angle C, and together 180 degree. Okay, now the sum of both these two angles, that is 124 plus angle C equal to 180 degree. And to find the value of angle C, the value is subtracted from 180 degree, and we got it 56 degree. So the measurement of angle C, we got it 56 degree. So the right option is 56 degree. Okay, that all MCQs are very simple. Just we should know the properties. Okay, if we know the properties easily, that is, we can find the answer. Now this one is the last MCQ. See the third line of that writing. Two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. If measure of one of the alternate interior angle is 75 degree, then the measure of the other angle is. Okay, now here the pair of angle that is given alternate. Okay, alternate angle, basically that is alternate angles, that will be is given interior. So for interior angles and for exterior also the property is same. So the alternate angles, what is the property for alternate angles? That similarly like corresponding angles, the alternate angles are also congruent. Okay, for two parallel lines and they are transversal. Okay, so if one angle is 75 degree, second angle will be also 75 degree. So here you can see the diagram along with diagram that try to explain here. Will be the pair of alternate angle. So that will be also equal. That is 75 degree. Okay. So the correct option is 75 degree. Yes, student. All you. So if anyone have any doubt regarding today's topic, then you can ask your doubts.